In Japan, where people live longer and healthier lives than almost anywhere else on Earth, it's not uncommon to see seniors in their 70s who remain sharp, active, and untroubled by the threat of stroke. One might assume their secret lies in expensive supplements or advanced medical treatments. But what if the answer was far simpler? What if it could be found in 6 gentle movements, accessible to anyone, right in the comfort of their own home? Consider this for a moment. Have you ever woken with a stiff neck, or felt your legs grow heavy and tired after sitting for a while? Have you found yourself short of breath after even a small effort, despite your doctor's reassurance that your heart is sound? If so, you are not alone. Millions of people over 50 share these very experiences. And the surprising truth is that these seemingly minor complaints can be early whispers of a greater risk, the risk of stroke and heart disease, the two most formidable obstacles to healthy aging. This is why the wisdom we are about to explore could be so profoundly important. I will guide you through 6 Japanese-inspired movements designed to protect your brain, fortify your heart, and steady your balance. There is no gym membership required. No special equipment to buy. All it takes is a few minutes each day. It is a powerful thought, isn't it? That our simple, daily habits hold the potential to truly change the health of our hearts and minds. Every morning across Japan, a quiet ritual unfolds. Older adults can be seen gently rolling their shoulders and tilting their heads from side to side. It appears almost too simple to be significant, yet science affirms its power. Research from the American Stroke Association has shown that reduced blood flow in the neck's carotid arteries is a primary trigger for ischemic strokes. When the muscles in our neck and shoulders remain tense, they constrict these vital pathways, slowing circulation. Gentle stretching, however, coaxes these muscles to relax, encouraging a steady, life-giving flow of blood to the brain. Imagine a highway. When traffic moves freely, the risk of a dangerous collision is low. Similarly, a study in the journal Stroke found that seniors who practiced daily neck and shoulder mobility exercises lowered their risk of arterial stiffness by nearly 20% compared to those who remained inactive. Let me tell you about Harold, a retired school bus driver from Ohio. At 68, he had accepted morning stiffness as an unavoidable part of getting older. He often woke with a tight neck and felt a wave of dizziness when he stood up. One morning, he nearly lost his balance getting out of bed. His doctor warned him that these small episodes could be early signs of compromised blood flow. Instead of prescribing another medication, his physical therapist showed him a simple daily routine. Slowly roll the shoulders backward 10 times, then gently tilt the head toward each shoulder, holding for a few deep breaths. Within 3 months, Harold's morning dizziness had all but vanished, and his energy lasted throughout the day. More importantly, his follow-up scans revealed healthier blood flow in the arteries leading to his brain. You can invite this practice into your own life with ease. Each morning, before you even pour your coffee, sit upright in a chair. Slowly roll your shoulders backward, as if tucking your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Then, gently lean your head toward your left shoulder, hold for a count of 5, and repeat on the right. Just 2 minutes a day can help keep your circulation strong and your muscles relaxed. If you feel a light, pleasant stretch without any pain, you are doing it perfectly. And here is the truly surprising part. These simple movements can protect your arteries almost as effectively as cutting back on salty foods. Few would ever expect such a small action to yield such a powerful result. From here, we turn to a posture that most of us in the West abandoned in childhood. Yet it may hold a key to protecting both the heart and the brain. In Japan, squatting is more than an exercise. It is a natural part of daily life. People squat while gardening, resting, or even sharing a meal in traditional settings. For older adults, this position is not just cultural, it is deeply protective. Studies in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science reveal that squatting activates the large muscles of the legs, which act as a secondary pump, improving circulation and helping the heart move blood back up toward the brain. When blood is allowed to pool in the legs for extended periods, the risk of clots forming increases, and with it, the risk of stroke. Gentle squatting keeps the blood moving, reducing this danger while strengthening the heart's own natural rhythm. Researchers have found that seniors who practice light squatting several times a day can improve their leg strength by nearly 25% in just 3 months, a change that directly supports cardiovascular health. Consider Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother from Kansas who loved to spend long afternoons knitting in her favorite chair. But her legs often felt heavy, and by evening her ankles would be swollen. One winter, a blood clot in her leg sent her to the hospital. That scare was a turning point. Her doctor explained that sitting for hours had slowed her circulation and suggested she practice a gentle squat a few times each day. At first, Margaret needed to hold on to a chair for balance. But slowly, her thighs grew stronger, the swelling eased, and her energy returned. 6 months later, she could hold a comfortable squat for 30 seconds at a time, and her cardiologist noted a marked improvement in her vascular health. Margaret now jokes that she is squatting her way to a stronger heart. You don't need to go low or push your body into discomfort. A safe way to begin is to stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Bend your knees slightly, as if you are about to sit in a chair, and hold the position for a few breaths. If your balance feels uncertain, simply place a sturdy chair in front of you for support. Even 10 to 15 seconds at a time, repeated throughout the day, can strengthen your legs and promote healthy blood flow. In time, you may notice your legs feel lighter, and your stamina has improved. And consider this: a gentle squat can reduce the risk of blood clots almost as effectively as a short walk. But our journey does not end here. The next Japanese habit is quiet, almost invisible, yet it holds the power to lower blood pressure, calm the mind, and deliver more oxygen to the brain. Deep, slow breathing has been a cornerstone of Zen practice for centuries. In modern science, it is known as diaphragmatic breathing. Instead of the shallow breaths that only move the chest, this practice focuses on the lower belly. Studies from Harvard Medical School have shown that deep breathing activates the body's parasympathetic nervous system, our natural rest and digest response. This, in turn, lowers blood pressure, reduces stress hormones, and increases the oxygen supply to the brain. Just 5 minutes of slow breathing each day can lower systolic blood pressure by an average of 10 points, an effect comparable to some medications. For older adults, this translates to a calmer heart and a reduced risk of a stroke triggered by stress or sudden blood pressure spikes. Let me share the story of Daniel, a 70-year-old veteran from Texas who lived for years with high blood pressure and occasional panic attacks. He would often wake in the night, his heart racing, feeling breathless and tense. His doctor warned that his unmanaged stress was putting him on a dangerous path. Instead of adding another pill to his regimen, a therapist introduced him to Zen-style breathing. At first he felt foolish, placing a hand on his belly and focusing on slow, deep inhales through his nose, followed by long, gentle exhales. But after just 2 weeks, Daniel noticed his heart no longer raced during stressful moments. Within 3 months, his blood pressure had dropped enough for his doctor to reduce one of his medications. Daniel now calls his 5 minutes of morning breathing his daily shield against stress. The practice is simple to adopt. Sit comfortably. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Breathe in slowly through your nose, allowing your belly to rise while your chest remains relatively still. Then exhale gently through pursed lips, as if blowing softly through a straw. Aim for about 6 breaths per minute, inhaling for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 6. Devoting just 5 to 10 minutes a day to this practice can calm your nervous system and lower your blood pressure naturally. What is most remarkable is that while a pill only works after you take it, your breath is always with you, a free and powerful tool for health with no side effects. And if you find the power of breath impressive, wait until you discover our next movement, a simple forward bend. This stretch not only releases your back, but also helps stabilize blood pressure as you change positions, protecting your brain in moments many of us take for granted. This gesture, as natural as reaching for your toes, has a profound effect on circulation and flexibility. As you slowly bend forward, you gently stimulate the blood vessels that nourish your brain. Scientists have discovered that flexibility is not just about comfort, it is deeply linked to vascular health. A study in the American Journal of Physiology found that adults with better flexibility also had healthier, more pliable arteries and more stable blood pressure. This connection is vital for seniors because sudden changes in posture, like standing up too quickly, can cause dangerous drops or spikes in blood pressure. The forward bend helps your vessels adapt smoothly to these transitions, keeping your brain well supplied with oxygen. The movement itself is effortless. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. As you exhale, slowly reach down toward your toes, letting your arms hang and your upper body relax. The goal is not to touch the floor, but to feel a gentle stretch. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds, then rise slowly as you inhale. Repeating this a few times, always moving in rhythm with your breath, can lead to not only looser muscles, but also a steadier sense of balance when you rise from a chair or get out of bed. From this gentle stretch, let us turn to another common sight in Japan: the quiet tradition of taking a short walk after a meal. This simple habit does more than aid digestion. It can lower blood sugar, reduce plaque in the arteries, and protect against dangerous blood clots. When you walk after eating, your body uses glucose more efficiently, preventing the sharp blood sugar spikes that can damage arteries over time. According to research published in Diabetes Care, a short post-meal walk can reduce blood sugar by nearly 20% compared to sitting still. For seniors, this means less strain on the blood vessels and a lower risk of atherosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries that can lead to stroke. Walking also keeps blood circulating through the legs, reducing the chance of clots. Studies from the American Heart Association show that even light walking can cut this risk by more than 30%. For anyone over 50, that small investment of time after each meal is a powerful shield. Timing, however, is key. Experts suggest waiting about 45 minutes to an hour after eating before you begin your walk. This allows digestion to start, and it coincides with the critical window when glucose levels are at their peak. A gentle 10 to 15-minute stroll during this period is all it takes to help your body manage sugar and keep your blood flowing smoothly. A slow walk around the neighborhood or even a few laps indoors can provide the same benefit. And finally, we arrive at our last and perhaps most surprising Japanese habit. It involves standing on one leg, a practice that may seem childlike at first, but one that powerfully trains the brain, sharpens balance, and lowers the risk of dangerous falls. This is the one-leg balance exercise, sometimes called the white crane stance. Beneath its simplicity lies a practice that directly stimulates the cerebellum, the part of our brain responsible for coordination and balance. Research from the British Journal of Sports Medicine revealed that seniors who could balance on one leg for at least 20 seconds were significantly less likely to experience strokes or cognitive decline. This training strengthens not only the muscles in the legs, but also the neural pathways that keep us steady. It lowers the risk of falls, one of the most serious complications for anyone, but especially after a stroke. Consider Eleanor, a 74-year-old retired librarian from Oregon. After a minor fall in her kitchen, she realized her balance wasn't what it used to be. Her doctor explained that poor balance increased her risk of fractures and even brain injury. So, Eleanor decided to try the Japanese balance exercise. Each morning, standing near her kitchen counter for support, she would lift one foot slightly off the floor and hold the position. At first, she could only manage 5 seconds, but with daily practice, she was soon holding for 20 seconds on each leg. The change was dramatic. Her confidence returned, and she felt safer moving through the world. To begin, stand upright, holding onto a wall or counter for support if needed. Lift one foot a few inches off the ground, keep your gaze fixed forward, and breathe steadily. Hold for as long as you comfortably can, starting with just 5 seconds and gradually increasing your time. A few rounds on each leg each day can profoundly improve your stability. Together, these 6 movements, stretching, squatting, breathing, bending, walking, and balancing, form a daily shield for the brain, the heart, and the body. They are a testament to the truth that lasting health is found not in grand gestures or quick fixes, but in the quiet consistency of our daily routines. It is not about achieving perfection, but about showing up for yourself, day after day. So I invite you to consider, which of these simple habits might you welcome into your life, starting today?